The Audi A4 has always been a cornerstone of the Audi brand, offering buyers a piece of German engineering fun in an attainable compact package. Well, the package just got a little bigger. Of course, the Audi A4 had a strong following, but one complaint was the lack of interior space. This 2009 solves all of that. Overall, the car has grown. It's longer and wider, but the most noticeable addition goes to the over 6 inches of added wheelbase, providing more room inside the car. In fact, the new A4 is only slightly smaller than the outgoing A6. Inside the headlight assembly, there's the same string of LED lights that we first saw in the Audi S5, A5, and even the sexy-looking Audi R8. They look cool, they look aggressive, and they're definitely a selling feature for this A4. The rear taillights also look like the A5 with classy clean lines. The lengthened wheelbase does give the car a slightly out of proportion shape, kind of like a wiener dog, and the 17-inch wheels on this V6 version don't help. In fact, the base 4-cylinder gets 17-inch wheels and the V6 too. You'd think they'd try a little harder on the more expensive car. The bigger A4 has a bigger trunk. It's not the deepest trunk in the world, but it is long. The back seats flip and fold as well. Hello in there! The interior is what we've started to expect from Audi. A well-executed, stylish design that gives the car a more expensive look. The dash and center console is just like the A5. If, however, the buyer does not opt for the navigation package, the handy multimedia interface knob in the center console is then mounted on the dash. Not nearly as handy. I don't often comment on the interior color. That's a subjective thing, but I find this sort of bleh-looking interior, this light beige with these flashes of optional wood trim, not doing the interior design much justice. I think a black interior with some nice metal accents probably look better. This particular test car has the 3.2-liter V6, but probably the most popular engine will be the 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. Power has been increased from the last version to 211 horsepower and a solid 258 pound-feet of torque. In fact, the turbo 4-cylinder has more torque at lower revs than the 3.2-liter V6. That engine has 265 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque. If you get the 4-cylinder or the V6, the transmission is a 6-speed Tiptronic version. It's not the dual-clutch DSG you get with, say, the A3 or the fun-to-drive Rapid GTI, which is too bad. It does shift quickly, but you have to put it over into the manual mode to shift up and down. The problem we found is one of our staff members thought that a car lurched once in a while when you downshifted manually. In order to add over 6 inches of wheelbase, the engineers had to rework the placement of the engine and the driveline components in order to provide more room and a better balance front to back. Handling is wonderful. The Quattro all-wheel drive system is as sure-footed as ever, and the A4 can be tossed about with abandon. The car feels light on its feet. In fact, the body is lighter than the outgoing model, but more rigid. The problem I have with the A4 is the same problem I have with all Audi cars, including the sexy-looking Audi R8. I just find they overboost the power steering too much, and you don't get a great sense of exactly where the wheels are on the road and the feedback to the driver. Not like other cars in this class. It actually has kind of a numb feel. Audi says it has a cure for the problem. No, it isn't spending more money to get the S-Line package. They've come up with Audi Drive Select to let the driver adjust the steering feel, throttle sensitivity, and suspension firmness. Unfortunately, our test car is not equipped with Drive Select, so we'll have to take a wait-and-see attitude. Now, the A4 obviously is going to be compared to the BMW 3 Series, which is the benchmark in this class for driving dynamics. When you drive a BMW, especially when you get their higher performance 3 Series, you get great feedback to the driver through the chassis, through the steering. They're excellent cars. This A4 kind of misses a little bit of that with the soft suspension on this model and also the light steering feel. Now, the thing is, for somebody that wants the capability of all-wheel drive traction and the soft, luxurious ride, this A4 will hit it right on the head. Of course, the Audi A4 will continue to be the cornerstone of the Audi brand. Its new exterior styling and larger dimensions might even attract buyers who passed it over because of its cramped dimensions in the past. Will it topple the top car in this class, the 3 Series from BMW? Time will tell.
For complete specs, go to our website at drivingtelevision.com.